Welcome in to a bonus show of...
We screwed it up already. Welcome into a bonus show of... we didn't know we were live.
Road Dogg and Cassio, we are live, all the way live. Dog, we're here today because you had a fun Monday. Raw, XXX, 30th anniversary is in the books, my man.
Don't give anybody the wrong idea. I already heard about all the debacle with the hashtags. I'm just kidding. I made that up.
I saw some weird things. Tried to stay up to date.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm having a good time so far. Who do we have here? Justin O'Hella.
My screen is black.
Oh, Hella.
That's how we roll.
What's going on?
Apparently they can't see me, but look, this is live. If they can hear me, we're good.
Hey, I see you.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Dog killed me Monday, says Jeremy
Priest. Is that Damien's brother?
Yes, it's his little brother.
I'll be quite honest with you, man. This is awesome, by the way, that we can do these YTXs, as we call them, the YouTube exclusives, and I did have a blast on Monday. Man, the times backstage I had, because I totally went there as a talent. You know what I mean? I've been kind of going on the road and doing a lot of stuff here lately, but I totally went as a talent, so I didn't have to focus on anything but what I had to do that night. You know what I mean? My part, and my part that I had to play was be a big goof with my friends. You know what I mean? So it's not a stretch for me to get to do that, but I tell you what, it is rare. And so the fact that we got to hang out and just be there with each other all day, and not all day, but we would come together and talk a little bit, and we'd separate, and we'd come back together. And there was at one point we were in there talking about writing everything and doing everything, and Bill Apter comes and bangs on the door and just kind of walks in, and we're all like, we're talking about the show here, Bill. Like, if we could have a moment, but he actually, I was the only one that said that. I was probably an a-hole, and I apologize, Bill. But he came in and showed some pictures of like me when I was 15 years old that he had in his house when he was going through. It ended up really touching my heart because I looked at them later and it brought back a bunch of good memories. And so I appreciated that. But it was just one of the many funny moments that happened there. But like I said, I didn't have to work at all. You know what I mean? I had no responsibilities. We had 11 minutes and they said, knock them dead. And we went a little heavy, but we were all right. We had a good time. I hope everybody else had a good time, you know.
I thought it was absolute hilarious. And what I've seen, I saw Sean Waltman, of course, tweet about it and some others. And you texted us. He said putting the thing together was possibly funnier than In the Ring. And In the Ring was hilarious.
Well, and look, In the Ring was hilarious to me, but I'm always my worst critic because I'm an easy sell. I love comedy. I love, you know what I mean? I just think it's, so to me, I don't ever know if it's funny, but I watched it back last night. I got home yesterday evening, early evening. I sat down and I asked my wife, hey, did you record that? She said, yeah. I said, can we watch it? And we watched it. So that was the first time I watched it through. And I thought, okay, I get, you know.
I love you. Got to ask your wife to watch wrestling just like we do. Please, can we please? Just a little, 1 second.
Well, she said I recorded it, but I watched it too, and I hope I recorded it. So I was like, can you try to figure out this new fandangled remote you got here? But yeah, so I watched it back, and I thought it was entertaining. And look, again, I'm my own worst critic. I think every joke has to be a home run, and every, you know, there has to be one every 2 minutes or whatever. And it's like, man, it can just, as long as it's entertaining, you can just move along and then hit maybe 2 home runs in the whole 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Well, so I don't know. It's really fun to hang out with those guys. And for me, I don't know if I'm getting paid for that, but I hope they don't watch this because I'd pay them. It really is that much fun to get to hang out with those guys, and we don't get to do it that often. It seems like we have been lately, and that was a concern I had going in, was that we had just done that in Brooklyn not long ago, and so I did have a concern, like, are we too much DXing it? And I don't know. It was fun. It was lighthearted. It went where it went, and I won't pitch a fit.
I think what kept it fresh was, and different, because you got the pop, you come out, everybody's waiting on the lines, and then of course, boom, Kurt Angle is in the mix. How fun was it to get him involved in DX?
Truth be told, look, of course I miss Billy. Of course I wanted to turn and point to him and scream as loud as I could, and everybody, and that's a given, I hope, because it is, and it's the truth. However, to get to work with Kurt all day, like I'd never worked with Kurt that closely when he was, and when he and I were in the WWE, I don't think we ever had a match, to be quite honest with you. I don't think I ever had a match with him. And until we got to TNA, when I was really fat and out of shape and on drugs, did we have a match. And he was a machine, a memory machine and a mobility machine, because he remembered every single thing and he pulled me through the whole match. So, but this was an opportunity for me to get to work with him under a different, umbrella, the comedy side, which I thought he was really did really well at back in the Dizzy, and so it was the first time that we got to do that, and he had a bunch of ideas and everybody, you know what I mean? It was just really a collaboration of a bunch of old friends hanging out, and then we got to go out there and do it on TV,
Zol Lopez, he get us in the live chat. Be sure you hit us up in the chat so we could try to get to some of these questions before we get out of here today. He says, how does Raw 30 reunion compare to the 25th in terms of backstage presence?
I don't know.
It'd be a little different from you because you were over at the Manhattan Center.
Yeah. It was a lot different. But to tell you the truth, it was different this time too, because there's a different energy and a different vibe in the air. And so it felt more lighthearted. It really did. It felt like everybody was having fun and everybody was there under the same, rowing for the same shore. So I don't know. I thought it was special. The last one just felt like hard work,
Roland Curtis, he hit us up. Thank you. He hit us with a super chat, Dog.
Oh,
he says there was an indirect acknowledgement of Billy Gunn during Road Dogg's promo. Did you guys ever consider acknowledging the late great Chyna for Raw 30?
So look, I thought about mentioning her and him early on, and I probably should have done that. And then when I just got in the ring, it just I should have done that. I'm not going to get into it because I'll cry, but I should have done that.
But there was no directive or anything for not to mention either of them.
No.
Just,
and
like you said, you're on a live event, getting caught up in a lot of things.
And that's what it was, because look, I knew I was getting the mic first, and I knew we had the time we had. I knew that, like everybody else who watches these things and reads the internet knows, early in the show we got behind the clock, and so I didn't want that to be the case in the second hour, which was what we kicked off. So I just got all caught up in let's get started. I even had to slow down to do my thing to stay with the audience because I wanted to go so fast. But I thought, I don't know. I just forgot that. And in retrospect, I wish I would have remembered.
Fair questions. That's the deal on a live things. Things happen.
Yeah.
Of course, Triple H called you Butterbean. He got a receipt coming for that, hopefully.
Hey, no, he doesn't. So let me get this straight. Have you seen Butterbean lately? Like, he's lost a ton of weight. The joke technically doesn't even work anymore. Like, it's bad on shape. Now it's bad on Butterbean.
Yeah. Why do you throw Butterbean?
He should call Butterbean Road Dogg. There's the cut down.
There's the cut down. Coach Rosie had a question. How much did you freestyle? It felt very organic, you said.
So it was organic, but that's in we
got cliff notes kind of.
Yes. We all got the bullet points down, and then we went from there. And look, that's how we always did it. And so it was very comfortable. We were very comfortable doing it because it was. It's the old riding the bicycle. We've been doing this a time or two, and so we know he goes here, he goes there. Look down here, look under there. Underwear? What? Anyway,
where? Over there.
Sorry,
where?
I'm drinking Mountain Dew because I'm fat and old and tired.
Talk about quickly while we're here. Mention the guys who. We're in the ring with you. They had the match afterwards. It was a pretty great swerve of, hey, none of us are going to fight you. We're too old. Shout out to Waltman. I hope his shin splints get better.
I know.
I love how you didn't even have an excuse. You just said no.
No. Look, that was one of the things where we really ad-libbed because somebody, you get in there and there's so much stuff going on. We talked about so much stuff. every now and then you say somebody else's stuff, and then you go like, "Oh crap, that was yours. Sorry." You know what I mean? Like, and you just remember like, "Oh crap, that happened," and so I just. On the fly, started walking up to him and thought, "Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to fight." You know what I mean? So that was very ad lib there, but a lot of it was ad lib. Was that the question, by the way?
How much he just said it felt organic. He didn't know how much of it was.
It was because it is. It's us, and it's. Look, there's no script. We had a piece of paper, if that's what you want to call it, but it had the bullet points on it, and none of us had a copy of it. But it was. It was fun, man. It's organic because it's my buddies, and I pray I'm their buddy, and we got to hang out. You know what I mean? And everybody had a great time.
Did you thank the Imperium afterwards?
I did not. And here's a little note. Like when I've been there all day, and here, I'm going to go further than that even. So I said I did not. There's the heater. Let me go further. I was itching to get out of there all day. Like I've been there all day. I was on the road 2 days already. So then I was there. Once we did it, I'm out of breath. I'm sweating. All I want to do is get in my hotel room. And so I got in my car and I went to the hotel room, and then Xbox texted me, "Hey bro, where are you at?" And I said, I'm Penn's Landing in Pennsylvania, room 706. So I said, "I'm sorry, dude. I didn't even say bye. I didn't say bye or thank you to any of them. Not to Sean, not to Hunter, not to anybody. I got out of there and I left, and the next look, because the show was still going on, so Hunter's going back over there to assume his duties. Sean is going to get on a plane and fly back down to Orlando because he's got to do TV tomorrow. Kid, I should have stopped and said bye, but I just didn't. And then I said, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I had to apologize to him." But I didn't say thanks or bye to anybody. I just got out of there. And that's, what it is. I got to do, look, I'm a 53-year-old man. I got to do what I got to do before my head explodes or before I go crazy inside my head, And I'm going back to my room, and I'll answer for that if you have a problem with it, whatever, you know what I mean? But I got to get out of here. And,
do you know if Kaiser punched holes in the wall, or was he good?
I'm not sure if he did.
You haven't heard any reports yet.
I haven't.
Okay.
I've heard reports, but the funniest thing to me was Gunther Fallon, who can't keep a straight face. You know what I mean? No matter what, like he just popped as soon. He was just so happy to be in there with D-Generation X and like and Kurt Angle. And he was just like
Gunther.
Big Bad Gunther was just happy to be here, man. He was just like, "Oh my God, this is great." And heck, I thought the same thing. I just didn't show it on my face. And he did while he was trying to be tough. And once they came together, him and Hunter, I didn't know if they were trying to see whose nose was the biggest or what. I didn't know what was going on there, but I thought somebody's about to lose the ocular, anyway.
I'm going to try to get a couple of these quick ones before we have to get out of here.
Okay, yeah, please. I'm sorry.
So a quick one, Bobby KF5 says, "Who decided what DX shirt you got to wear?"
so there's a great question and a great little story. I'll try to be fast. We didn't have hardly any. The two of them, I had one from Brooklyn that I wore because they didn't have one that would fit my fat ass. And then they also had like two different ones that Sean didn't have one at all. And so it was just like, "Hey, just pick one." And we got like 7 glow sticks. I don't know if you saw that, but we each had like 1.5 glow stick. And it was,
somebody ran to the skating rink pre-show and got some
we're
stuff.
We're DX on a budget, 30th anniversary.
And somebody wants to know, what'd you eat at? Jake Cooper, he wants to know, what'd you go eat after the show? Come on, give us good details on that.
Oh, you know what? No, you know what I did? I went back to my hotel room and I comfort ate because that's what I do. And I got Papa John's. They got like a bowl, so I tried to act like I was healthy, like a new bowl. So I got that and a bunch of chicken poppers. Anyway, it was good. It wasn't good for me, but it was good to me.
You basically got chicken nuggets to add to your healthy bowl.
No, chicken poppers.
Oh yeah, poppers.
Yeah, come on.
Excuse me.
God,
Yeah.
They're twice as healthy as nuggets.
Dog, this is just a short recap. We'll probably, of course, do an entire episode on this one day.
I hope so, because
all the stories from I'm hearing is backstage was absolutely tremendous.
It was awesome. Hence is how the vibe is nowadays backstage there. Hence why the product is doing so well. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, Dogg, appreciate you joining us. Appreciate everybody for joining us in the live chat over here at bagofjohnsons.com. We always appreciate that. We also appreciate Roland, who hit us up on the Super Chat. We got Super Chat on that, Mr. Roland Curtis. We greatly appreciate that. Everybody, we have got to get out of here. We're about to go. We haven't even announced. We're about to go record with a special guest coming up on You Didn't Know podcast. So make sure you be looking for that when we make the announcement. Everybody, thanks for having a good time with us today.
Gracias.
And if you didn't have a good time for you, he's got two
words for you. Suck it.